Excerpt from Tears of a Tiger. In this excerpt, Andy, the main character, is going through a great deal of turmoil, dealing with the recent accidental death of his best friend. Because of this, Andy's parents have sent him to discuss his problems with a psychologist. Below is a piece of their discussion during Andy's second visit. Excerpt from Tears of a Tiger by Sharon Draper. There's this kid in my class, Marcus, who always makes good grades. We call him the curve buster. All the other brothers in class be making fun, making C's and D's. My man, Marcus be pulling A's on a regular basis. Instead of that, making him popular, we all hate him. Why do you think that's true? Because he's doing something that all our parents have told us we could do. But somehow we just can't. It's like easier to just make do, to get by. I like getting good grades, but my friends talk about me if I get called up to the front on awards day with all that white kids. It's easier to sit in the back of the auditorium and laugh and make hooting noises when people like Mary Alice Apple go up to get their honor roll awards. What do you think your dad would think of kids like Marcus and Mary Alice? He probably want me to marry the girl, and I get a big speech about Marcus and how Black youngsters need to achieve and how we got to work so hard to show ourselves better than the white students. I've heard it a million times. But your dad's speeches don't have any meaning for you? Look, when my dad was 17, he was already out of school working full-time in the mailroom of Procter & Gamble. He didn't have to worry about going into college because the chances wasn't there. And he didn't have to worry about scholarships or stupid school counselors or just plain feeling useless. I bet he had his share of feeling useless. Have you ever talked to him about it? Nah, man, my dad don't talk. He lectures, he preaches, he yells. But we don't ever just talk. What about your counselors at school? Are there any help? If I remember when I was in high school, the counselor was there to help kids out who had academic problems or problems at home. You had counselors who would talk to Black students and see their point of view and help them out? No, you're right. It was probably even worse when I was in school. I just happened to be fortunate enough to find a lady who recognized a spark in me and gave me some direction. I don't know what it was like back then, but all my counselor be doing is making up schedules and calling people out of class as far as I can tell. We got one or two that maybe I could talk to, but they're assigned to another grade level. I'm stuck with the one I got. Have you ever talked to your counselor? Yeah, once I did. It was a waste of time. I went to see her about graduation requirements and that kind of stuff. She's this wrinkled back with bad breath, so kids avoid her. I tried to sit downwind of her breath, but it was right around lunch and she kept burping little bursts of garlic. It was really gross. So I was trying to get out of there as quick as possible. And she's giving me this speech about career goals. So I happened to mention that I might like to go into pre-law. She looked at me like I said I want to see her with her pants down. She said someone with my athletic potential shouldn't be trying to make his college career too complicated. She said, "Why don't you major in PE, enjoy your college years, and maybe come back here in a few years and teach gym?" She said pre-law was too demanding and that I couldn't afford to miss all those classes while we were on the road playing basketball, and that my grades would slip and I probably wouldn't get accepted into a law school anyway. Now, I have nothing against teachers, but I've always liked LA Law and even Perry Mason. But after talking to her, I felt, kind of useless. So what difference does it make if I make good grades or not? I think it does make a difference, Andy. Otherwise, this wouldn't have bothered you so much. It's like the system is setting you up so you just don't succeed. I know, I've been there. Yeah, man, but you survived.